Hello and welcome to Rathod Science Academy. Today in this session we are going to see yesterday's current affairs case because due to this Diwali today the newspaper has not been published. So we are going to see yesterday's current affairs in our today's class. So let's get started. Before getting started, I want to let you know the topics of the day, guys. So first topic it is about Pakistan, Afghanistan signed truce agreement in Doha. As you all know that Pakistan and Afghanistan, the issues are going between these two countries. And we know recently Pakistan did air strikes in Afghanistan that led to the death of lots of civilians, and Afghanistan also took this retaliation on this Pakistan. So here they came up with finally one agreement which had been signed in Doha. So this article is very important from your international relations from GS paper 2. And next topic is LDF divided over Kerala government move to seek PM Shri funds. So whenever you're getting any articles regarding any schemes, that will be very important, and even you can write that titles as examples and case studies even in your answers. So let us see about this PM Shri funds, and it is important from your mains and as well as prelims. And next topic is DRAP stage 2 curbs kick in across Delhi as air quality turns very poor. So this article is saying that in Delhi, because of this crackers, because of this stubble burning, because of lots of the reasons for this air pollution, now air quality is very poor. So because of this, they are going to implement it graded response action plan stage 2. So here we have to see what is this graded response action plan and how many stages we have and what are the important points in that stages. And this article is important from your GS paper 3 under environment and ecology. And next topic is Chandrayaan-2 makes first ever observations on lunar exosphere, says ISRO. So as you all know that this Chandrayaan-2 is one of the failure mission, but now we are getting some data regarding exosphere of moon from this Chandrayaan-2. It is not successfully a failure mission. So this article is important from your GS paper 3 under science and technology. And next topic is better future for India and medicine means embracing immunology today. So this article is talking about success of immunization program of India. So this article is very important from again GS paper 3 under science and technology. And there is one article that is fire in the sky. So this article mainly talking about the green crackers. So recently, Supreme Court gave an order that yes, in Delhi region, especially we can go for selling of green crackers. So we have to see that article, guys. That is important from your environmental ecology, which comes under GS paper 3. So now let us see each and every article in 360 degrees dimension, guys, and please don't skip this video, and whenever I am asking question, please do comment in the comment box. Don't miss, guys, online students. So see the title, guys. Pakistan, Afghanistan sign truce agreement in Doha. So what is this article talking about? So if you want to understand this article, you have to know what is happening between India, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Three countries are involved here. Okay. So here this article is talking about India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So if you see map, are these countries sharing boundary? So here we have Pakistan. Here we have Pak occupied Kashmir, and that line is called as LOC. And here we are sharing boundary on map with Afghanistan, but practically we are not sharing boundary. Okay, because that comes under this Pak occupied Kashmir. So what happened recently? Okay, if you go to 2021, what happened in this 2021 in Afghanistan? Taliban came into power. So in 2021, Taliban came into power in Afghanistan. So after this Taliban came into power in Afghanistan, so India's relationship with Afghanistan is all-time low. And India also stalled lots of infrastructure projects in this Afghanistan. Okay. And in the recent past, what is happening? So Pakistan and Afghanistan are sharing boundary, and actually there is increased terror attacks in Pakistan. There is increased terror attacks in Pakistan, and this terror, and which terror organization is causing this? TTP. TTP is a terror organization which is mainly present at this Pakistan-Afghanistan border region, and that is causing havoc in this Pakistan. So recently Pakistan what it did? Pakistan conducted airstrikes at this Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. But in this airstrike, what happened? So many of civilians, they died in this. And after this, what happened? It is Afghanistan time to take retaliation. And Afghanistan conducted again retaliation attack on this Pakistan. And recently we studied that around 30 plus soldiers, they lost their life in this attack of Afghanistan. And in the meanwhile, what is happening between India and Afghanistan? So in the meanwhile, you know, Afghanistan foreign minister, he came to Delhi, and India and Afghanistan are trying to revive their relations, right? So what are the 4 points that we studied regarding this highlights of this meet? So first one is Afghanistan gave assurance that Afghanistan soil will not use for terror against what? India. That is the first point. And next point here is India said that we are going to start our full-time embassy, so that we are going to come back with this earlier diplomatic relations with this Afghanistan. And India also said that we are going to provide you humanitarian aid. Why humanitarian aid? Recently Afghanistan hit by an earthquake. So because of this, lots of infrastructure damage happened. So India gave an assurance that we are going to provide you humanitarian aid so that we can rebuild infrastructure once again. And one more important point India said is, whatever the infrastructure projects or development projects India is doing, India is going to continue that. So these are the 4 important highlights of this recent meet, right? So on one side, Pakistan and Afghanistan, their issues are increasing. And on another side, India and Afghanistan issues are coming to the normal situations. So because of this, there is an increased fear in Pakistan. Why? Because Afghanistan can support this India. So then what happens? So India, it will be very easy for India to occupy this occupied Kashmir. So this is the fear. And always, actually one thing I want to say here is, so for this Taliban's, always Pakistan used to support this Taliban's actually, because Pakistan and Afghanistan will be good friends, so that Afghanistan will not interfere in this India-Pakistan matters regarding this Pak-occupied Kashmir. But now what is happening? Talibans are coming towards India, so because of this Pakistan is not digesting this issue. So because of this, now finally Pakistan and Afghanistan came up with an agreement in Doha, guys. So if you want to understand this present article, you have to know all this background. Then only you can understand this, or else you can't understand. And this article is very, very important from your international relations, which comes under GS paper 2 from mains. And apart from that, you have to open your atlas and you have to see the regions of Pakistan and Afghanistan, and especially you have to see rivers and you have to see the boundary countries. Because in 2020, I guess, if I am not wrong, 2020 or 2021, there was question regarding this Afghanistan borders. So which of the following countries shares border with Afghanistan? So in that way also, again, you can expect a question, guys. So you have to be very much careful regarding this boundary countries. Okay. So now let us see this article clearly, what exactly it is saying. So Pakistan and Afghanistan, they have signed a truce agreement in Doha. And actually why? Because recently there were border clashes between this Taliban and as well as between this Afghanistan and Pakistan. So finally what happened? They are going to come up with an agreement. And which countries mediated this agreement? You have to know that. Qatar and Turkey. Qatar and Turkey, they mediated this agreement between Afghanistan and Pakistan, guys. So why? Because they want to establish peace and as well as security and stability in this region. So the key features of this agreement, or the first one is they are going to come up with an immediate ceasefire. So why they want to come up with an immediate ceasefire? Because recently Pakistan had strikes and retaliation by this Afghanistan. So because of this kind of situations, we can see there will be lots of loss of life, lots of infrastructure, everything. So because of this, they want to come up with immediate ceasefire. In this immediate ceasefire, from both the sides, from Pakistan side and from Afghanistan side, so they will stop all military actions. Okay, and next one here is mutual sovereignty clause. Each country also pledged to respect others' territorial integrity and as well as sovereignty. And this one is they also came up with counter-terrorism commitment between these two countries, and especially Afghanistan assured that Islamabad that cross-border attacks by this TTP, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, will cease immediately. So here we are not going to use this Afghanistan soil even against this Pakistan. And next one is verification mechanisms. So further they are going to have this follow-up meetings between these two countries, and they can also have proper monitoring systems to enforce the compliance. That means two countries are following those proposals of this meet. And next one is they are going to have even future dialogues for proper diplomatic engagement between these two countries. So these are the some important proposals under this Doha agreement now. Okay, now let us see the next article. See the title, guys. LDF divided over Kerala government move to seek PM Shri funds. Very important article. So here if you see the title, what is the keyword in this title? Keyword is PM Shri scheme. Okay, so from which subject we will be seeing about this scheme, guys? From GS paper to under governance, you will see this schemes. So how can you expect a question in your prelims regarding the schemes is like, so they will give like which of the following scheme talks about this, and they'll give you A, B, C. Directly you may get question. And second area where you can expect question is consider the following statements regarding this PM Shri, and they'll give you 2 to 3 statements, and they may ask which of the statements are correct or which of the statements are incorrect, or how many statements are correct or how many statements incorrect, or else they may give the maths of following. So on one side, okay, they'll give you A, B, C like that, and in the first one they'll give you the scheme name, second one is ministry, and third one is aim of that scheme. So in that way also they may give you pair based question. 3 to 4 schemes they may cover in a single question, guys. So this types of questions will be very complicated, because you have to remember the scheme name, and as well as you have to see which ministry is taking that scheme, and whether it is central sector or central sponsored schemes, or what is the aim. So in this way also you may get a question. So in this way 3 to 4 types of questions that you can expect from this prelims point of view from schemes, and every year you will get at least minimum 2 questions, 2 to 4 questions regarding the schemes, guys. So you have to be very much careful. Okay, so in schemes what you have to see exactly what is that scheme is about. First you have to know the full form of that scheme, and next you have to see which ministry is doing that, and next one is whether it is central sector scheme or central sponsored schemes, and you have to see even key objectives and as well as key important features of that scheme, guys. Okay, now let us see some important facts regarding this scheme. So here, if you see the full form of this PM Shri, PM is nothing but Pradhan Mantri or Prime Minister. Shri is nothing but Schools for Rising India. So this scheme is related to schools. So especially in your governance, you will be seeing about this topic education, healthcare, etc. Right? So in that education, you have to cover which are the schemes which are related to the government of India regarding this education. So there you can add this scheme, that is PM Shri. And actually when it is launched in year 2020 under this NEP. And what is the objective of this scheme is to establish 14,500 model schools, and they should focus on holistic education. Holistic means nothing but 360 dimensions, on all dimensions. So they'll focus on experimental and inquiry driven learning, and they want to incorporate 21st century skill development in the students through this PM Shri program. And they want to come up with eco-friendly infrastructure by creating green buildings, water conservation programs, and as well as waste recycling in the schools itself. Okay, and they don't want to focus on especially rote based learning or by hacking type of mechanisms. They want to incorporate skills like practical skills in the children under this scheme. And the key features are, as I said, infrastructure is very important, especially they want to develop green buildings, and they want to focus on development of labs and as well as art rooms, libraries, etc. And they want to come up with integrated technology. That is nothing but they want to create smart classrooms, digital learning tools. Because normally you know that whenever we went to school at that time, so we used to have just blackboards. So whatever they want to explain, they will be drawing only two-dimensional image on the board, if possible. So they might not be showing about the models, or there is no practical knowledge, no experiments. But if you are using these digital panels, especially smart classrooms, so we can play lots of videos, we can show exactly how they look, images, etc. So that we can create some innovative skills in the children. And next one here is we are focusing on play-based learning in the early years, especially in the children. First 1,000 days are very important for their brain development and cognitive development. So in that time we have to activate their brains. So actually left part of your brain will be controlling your right body parts, and right part of your brain will be controlling your left body parts. So that we have to go for playing of right brain activities and as well as left brain activities related things. So for that they are focusing on especially play based learning at early age. And next one is they are also coming up with regular evaluation so that they can maintain high standards in their schools. And next one here is you know about this budget, and actually this they are allocating around 27,360 crores for 5 years, that is from 2022 to 2026. And actually in that we have certain amount as center share. That means so there is a share of the money will be divided by central and as well as state in this scheme. That means it is an example of which scheme? Centrally sponsored scheme, guys. It is not a central sector scheme. Okay, now let us see the next article. See the title, guys. GRAP stage 2 curbs kick in across Delhi as air quality turns very poor. Okay, so what is the keyword here? Keyword is GRAP. So here the full form of this GRAP is Graded Response Action Plan. Okay, so this article is talking about air quality of Delhi. Now air quality of Delhi is very poor. So next here you have to say about what are the causes or what are the reasons of this air quality in Delhi. And next you have to see about what are the measures taken by the government. So in these measures, one measure is GRAP, Graded Response Action Plan, and you have to know in detail about this GRAP, guys. And this article is very important from your environment and ecology, which comes under GS paper 3. Clear? So now let us see the context. Okay, so here this article is saying that there is very poor air quality in Delhi, so that they are implementing stage 2 of GRAP2 in Delhi. So if you see GRAP, it is nothing but Graded Response Action Plan. It is an emergency framework, and this GRAP is designed to control and to reduce air pollution in this Delhi region. And please make a note of this case. So according to this MC Mehta versus Union of India case, Supreme Court gave guidance regarding the government to control air pollution. So at that time, Government of India came up with this GRAP, guys. How can you use this article or how can you use this case study or Supreme Court judgment is whenever you are writing any answer regarding judicial activism, especially in your polity, you will be coming across this topic of judicial activism. Judicial activism is nothing but Supreme Court will take this suo motu cases and it will be active very much, and it will be giving guidelines to the government. So in that topic, especially in your Lakshmikant also you will be having this topic. In that topic, please add this case. In this MC Mehta versus Union of India case of 2016, Supreme Court gave guidelines to this government to control air pollution in Delhi, and that led to this formulation of Graded Response Action Plan. So it is one example of judicial activism which helps for protection of environment. Okay, so in that way you have to use this kind of articles, guys. So this GRAP was officially notified and came into effect in year 2017. And you have to remember, so which of the following organization is implemented this GRAP is CAQM, that is Commission for Air Quality Management. So here you may also get this question like, recently GRAP stage 2 launched in Delhi region. So which of the following organizations responsible for implementing that? So that is CAQM, Commission for Air Quality Management, along with Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Okay, now we have to see the stages. We have normally 4 stages in this GRAP. So first stage is stage 1. It is poor. Whenever air quality is 201 to 300, then they will implement the stage 1. So in the stage 1, what they will do is they will measure road dust management, and they will also enforce pollution under control norms for vehicles. On vehicles they will implement norms, and as well as they will go for dust management on the road. First they will focus on 2 things in this first stage. And second stage is whenever air quality is very poor, that is from 301 to 400. So they will impose some stricter actions, like they will limit diesel generator use, and they also control operations in pollution hotspots. And next one is in stage 3, whenever there is severe bad air quality, that is from 401 to 450, they impose restrictions to specific vehicles, and even they will stop this construction activities in this Delhi region, and they also allow remote schooling measures. That means they go for online schooling or online classes or online education. And next one is stage 4, whenever this air quality is severe plus stage, that is more than 450, then they will enforce ban on entry of heavy vehicles in this Delhi region, and they'll go for complete closure of schools, shutdown of non-essential industries. So in this way, based on the air quality in this Delhi, our government is taking or implementing this different stages of this GRAP, guys. So what is the purpose of this GRAP? The first important one here is we have to reduce air pollution and we have to improve air quality index. And whenever there is increasing of pollution in this region, obviously what happens in the early morning, there will be formation of smoke plus fog. So thick dense smog will form. So because of that, what happened? There will be no clear visibility. So that what happens here is, that is a one important reason for increasing of accidents in this Delhi region. So to control that, yes, they have to implement this. And second one is because of increasing of air pollution, that also leads to the health impacts on especially elderly people and as well as children. And recently we saw many reports that because of air pollution there is decreasing of life expectancy, especially of these people who are living in these polluted regions. And even what is happening here is, pregnant women who are living in this Delhi region, there is very high risk of low baby weight. Yes or no? So to control all these things, yes, for sure government has to take this kind of steps. Why? Because Supreme Court recently in one Supreme Court judgment, it said that right against climate change is a fundamental right. So Supreme Court itself elaborated this Article 21. So because of this kind of steps are very much necessary for protection of fundamental rights of people, which comes under Article 21 of Indian Constitution. Clear? Okay, now let us see the next article. See the title, guys. Chandrayaan-2 makes first ever observations on lunar exosphere, says ISRO. So actually you know that Chandrayaan-1 is very, very successful. Chandrayaan, it is a series of missions which are mainly done by ISRO to study moon, right? So actually Chandrayaan-1 is very successful mission. With that we found that yes, water is present on surface of moon. And second one is Chandrayaan-2. Actually in this Chandrayaan-2 we went for what? We actually want a soft landing on this moon surface, but there is a crash. So because of this, soft landing was not possible. So because of this, we consider this mission as a failure mission. And Chandrayaan-3, it is a very successful mission that we did. But even though we thought that this Chandrayaan-2 mission is a failure mission, but now we are getting certain data regarding exosphere of moon. So now let us see something from your science and technology. So this is sun, for example. So here we have different planets, right? So which is the first planet? Mercury. Next one is Venus. Next one is our Earth. Yes. Around our Earth, we have a natural satellite. What is that? We have moon. Yes or no? So what we did is, from Earth's surface, from Earth to this moon, we launched these missions and we sent satellites so that satellites will be observing now moon, right? And they'll bring samples like that. So if you see the atmosphere of Earth, so if you see this is Earth's surface. For example, let us take this is our Earth. This is our Earth. Around Earth we have thick blanket of air. That is called as atmosphere, right? So if you see the atmosphere of our Earth, we have different layers. First layer is troposphere. Second layer is mesosphere. Sorry, stratosphere. Troposphere, stratosphere. Next one is mesosphere. Next one is thermosphere. Last one is exosphere, right? So like that we have different layers of our atmosphere. In the same way, so there is moon which is rotating around itself, and even it is rotating, revoluting around the earth. So what happens here is we are launching lots of missions onto this moon surface to study even atmosphere of moon. So here around this moon also there is a blanket of air. So we are going to study this moon's atmosphere. Okay, but what is the difference between Earth and the moon is gravitational force. Gravitational force of Earth is very much more compared to that of moon. So because of this, Earth is holding thick layers of atmosphere or air around the Earth, but moon is having very thin layer. Okay, moon is having very thin layer of atmosphere. So now this Chandrayaan-2, what it did is, so as you all know that from sun what we'll get? Sunlight, yes. So actually what happened recently, one incident happened. So in that incident there is a solar flares. Solar flares is nothing but high magnetic, high intense winds that mainly come from this sun. So they reached this moon, and because of that there are certain changes happened in the exosphere of this moon, and that had been identified by our Chandrayaan-2, and it sent the data back to India. So that is the thing we had seen in this Chandrayaan-2. So in this Chandrayaan-2 what it said is, so because of this mass coronal ejections or solar winds or solar flares, that led to certain changes in this exosphere of moon, and that had been identified by this Chandrayaan-2 mission, guys. So now let us see this article clearly, what it found. So here you can see in this image, this is sun, red color, and you see this reddish orange color sun. So from here coronal mass ejections or like solar winds or solar flames came. So because of this what happened here is, there is enhancement of day side lunar exosphere. So especially on this moon, so whatever the atmosphere we have, so we have more reactions in this exosphere because of increasing of photons concentration in this exosphere, guys. Now let us see this in detail. So India's Chandrayaan-2 mission has achieved a landmark discovery by becoming the first spacecraft to observe direct effects of sun's coronal mass ejections on lunar exosphere. So till now, no country did this. So even though we thought that this Chandrayaan-2 is a failure mission, but even though we got insights regarding what is the effect of solar winds and solar flares on this exosphere of this lunar surface. So on May 10th, 2024, a rare solar event happened. In that rare solar event, there is a very huge amount of solar winds happened, and because of that, vast amounts of plasma and magnetic fields from the solar corona strike in the moon surface. So what happened? Large amount of solar winds. So because of this, what is happening? The magnetic fields, plasma from this sun had been entered into this monarch's atmosphere. And actually in that Chandrayaan-2, we used CHAS-2, that is Chandra's Atmosphere Composition Explorer 2 instrument, and this instrument had detected that there is sharp rise in total pressure and as well as number density of neutral atoms and molecules in the moon's day side exosphere. That means, so as you all know that, so whenever any object which is facing towards the sun, it will be having day here, and another side it is having night, right? So actually this CHAS-2, that is Chandra's atmosphere composition explorer, so what it did is, during this day side of this exosphere of moon, so they detected that there is large number of atoms, and as well as there is increased pressure in this exosphere. That is the thing they saw here. Okay, now let us see some facts regarding this Chandrayaan-2. Chandrayaan-2 is an integrated 3-in-1 spacecraft of around 3,877 kgs, and it is having three components. First one is Orbitor, which will be helpful for moving on this moon. And next one is we have Vikram. Vikram is a lander. That is, the satellite is going to land on the surface of the moon. And third one is Pragyan. Pragyan is a wisdom rover. So these are the three important parts of this Chandrayaan-2. Okay, so the orbiter will orbit from around 100 kilometers away, and lander and rover modules will separate and makes a soft landing on the surface. Okay, so all these things that you have to see is that's it. And see the next article, see the title. Title says better future for India in medicine means embracing immunology today. So recently we discussed one article. What is that article? One success of one vaccine in India, that is Rotavac vaccine, right? So rotavirus causes gastroenteritis in children. So that is one of the leading cause for the deaths in under 5 mortality in our country. Finally, because of this introduction of this rotavirus vaccine in our immunization program, we successfully decreased hospitalizations, and as well as we increased immune system in our children, and as well as we decreased deaths significantly, right? So this article is saying that vaccines were invented in year 1976, guys. That is around 2 centuries before itself we identified vaccines. But the problem here is the number of Nobels. So recently we discussed about this Nobel prizes in medicine, Nobel prizes in economy, Nobel prize in physics, in literature, in peace, right? So till October 13th we discussed that. But did we discuss about any Nobel prize which is awarded to any vaccine? So here this article is saying that vaccines were invented in 1976, that is around, 1796, that is around 2 centuries before, and that led to improving of immunity in the children, and we are preventing lots of diseases by using these vaccines. But even though the Nobel Prize award in this field is very, very less. So developing of immunology is very crucial for addressing of global health threats. And recently we know that we came with a new vaccine for cervical cancer, for even we came up with a vaccine for malaria at Falsivax, and even in the recent past we also took this vaccine for this COVID-19 pandemic. Yes, so immunology is very, very important, especially if you are having good immunity, then you will be having good health, you will be not attacking with the diseases. So if you are having good health, that will be an asset for the country, yes or no? Especially for the countries like developing countries like India with huge demographic dividend. So we need to have proper health. So there is a famous proverb that health is wealth, right? Okay, so here this article is saying that immunology has transformed cancer treatment through immunotherapies that harness the immune system to eliminate tumor cells. So even regarding this cancer also nowadays we are having vaccine, especially for cervical cancer in women. 9 to 13 years of children, they have to take 2 doses of this vaccine, and after 13 years also you can take this vaccine, but after 13 years you need to have 3 doses of vaccine. So even for this deadly disease like cancer also we are having certain vaccines, but actually the problem in our country is there is no awareness, and even whenever we are administering vaccines to the children, we need certain training, and especially people has to come forward to take that vaccine. So this article is saying that without immunology or without creating immune system, proper immune system in the children, we can't go for addressing of our future goals of our government. So this article is saying that finally we need to have proper education, and we need to have proper investment, and as well as international collaboration, so that we can achieve our full potential, guys. Okay, now let us see the next article. Title says Fire in the Sky. Green crackers are a compromise between joyful festivals and public health. Okay, so this article is saying that recently Supreme Court gave an advisory. What it said? What are the crackers which are used in this Delhi should be green crackers. And even Delhi government gave a strict advice for the retailers who are selling these crackers that they have to sell only green crackers, not traditional crackers. So what are those three types of green crackers? Star, Safal, Swas. Right. So what are the advantages of these green crackers? So they will reduce pollution and they will also give low sound so that we can control both air pollution and as well as sound pollution in the atmosphere. But this article is saying that even though if you are promoting that green crackers, there will be the pollution for sure, because without these chemicals they will not create this green crackers, right? But they will use certain alternatives for certain chemicals so that we are going to minimize this pollution. So here this article is saying that there are certain evidences which are showing that there is increasing of air quality, bad air quality. Air quality index is not manageable in this Delhi. So because of this allowing of this, now the bad air quality, very poor air quality had been seen in this Delhi region, and now they implemented this GRAP stage 2, guys. Okay, so here this article is saying that rather than that we have to go for temporary surge conditions and we have to go for controlling of the use of green crackers. So rather than using of the green crackers, we can go for uh, celebrating of this Diwali only by lights, especially in this regions where there is heavy air pollution. Okay, so this article is saying that governments and courts must be very, very careful, and they have to focus on public commitment, and they have to focus on stricter environmental norms as rooted in the science and reason, guys. And they said that there is no alternative to comprehensive, consistent action against all sorts of pollution. So there is no choice for the government now, because if there is increasing of further more pollution, that will lead to the lot of negative impact not only on the people, it will be also creating a havoc of governance, and even there will be impact on environment. So they said that there is no alternative, we should not use this firecrackers, even we should not use this green crackers in this highly polluted regions. So think about this and tell me your own opinion regarding this case. So these are the important topics that appeared in our today's Hindi newspaper. By this I'm concluding. Thank you so much guys for watching, and by this I'm concluding, and please do like this class and share this class, and do subscribe to Rathod's IAS Academy. And one more thing here is you can follow us on Telegram channel where we are providing this class notes, and you can also follow on Instagram where we are providing prelims question with answer, mains question with model answer, and also current affairs in short. And even we are recording small short videos and we are posting in our YouTube channel, in our Telugu Rathod's IAS Academy channel, and as well as English Rathod's IAS Academy channel, YouTube channel. So please do follow us on both the channel, guys. Thank you so much.